Hey friends, kamusta? I know, right? It's only been a week and I miss you already. Promise, na-miss ko kayo. That's why I'm here again to tell something important. But this time around, it's a not so fun topic. As most of you already know, I enjoy rental properties. But it's not always fun. And I want to let every potential investor out there to know the ups and downs, the positive and the negatives before jumping into this. I just want to keep it real and I don't want to hype this type of investment that I'm peddling to you guys. So for today's video, I'd like to share with you the top 5 difficulties of rental property investing. Number 1, building wealth in real estate takes time. What? You mean this is not a quick rich activity? Yes, this takes time. Like I mentioned from my last video, a lot of people have been successful. Some incredibly successful, some just enough for their retirement, but they did not build their success overnight. Instead, generating wealth through real estate is all about consistent action over a long period of time. So, take note of those two key words. Consistent action, long period of time. If you feel you're ready to take on the ups and downs, to take on the challenge, this is a marathon and not a sprint. So if you're ready to join me on this marathon, then let's proceed to number 2. Number 2, rental property investing can be time-consuming. Again, I'm not scaring you, but it really does have a tendency to take over your life. But at least the same can be said to any kind of passion you want to pursue. You know, during family time, I try so hard not to talk about how to improve the business. I have to force myself not to think of all the moving parts of the business. Also, having long vacations can be quite challenging because landlording does not come with a 2-week paid vacation leave. A problem can come anytime, and like a broken pipe or a clogged drain will definitely not respect your personal time. But don't worry, it really depends on how you set up your business. If you appointed yourself as the handyman or the overall guy, sasakit talaga ulo mo. You will definitely have problem. But if you run this business like an owner, you know, instead of doing everything yourself, just outsource the things that you don't like to do. Outsource most of the problem. Look for a trusted handyman, look for a trusted property manager, caretaker, and having that, then you can enjoy those occasional long vacations. Number 3, you have to deal with difficult people. As a rental property owner, you will really have to deal with difficult people. Yikes! Alam mo, isa sa mga bagay na ayaw kong gawin is to deal with people who are not easy to get along with. Sino ba naman? I'm sure kayo rin, di ba? When I say difficult people, it can be your contractor, your property manager, your tenant, etc. Sometimes, ganun talaga, you will have bad contractors who are not doing a good job or always late. So all you have to do is just fire them and look for someone else. Sometimes you'll have to let go your property manager because they're having a hard time filling in vacancies. Even though okay naman yung market, maganda yung pagkaka-stage ng unit mo and it's competitively priced. You will also encounter tenants who is always late in their payments. I mean, you might. You might hear the same sad story again and again why their rent is late. But again, don't worry. All these exposure to difficult people can be mitigated. You'll just have to seek recommendation from your friends. If you're looking for a contractor, if you're looking for a property manager, seek recommendations from your friends who you trust. Make sure that they rave that about that person, and if possible, try to find out who their past clients are and try to interview them. Having trouble tenants naman, you'll just have to do your screening exceptionally well so that you can avoid tenants that can cause damage to your property. By outsourcing the things that you don't like, for example, answering phone calls, showing your vacant unit, by outsourcing those to professional property managers or professional leasing agent, then it can lessen your interaction with difficult people.
Number 4, like any business, this will involve a lot of paperwork and bookkeeping. This is something no one has told me when I was starting. None of those guru pushing real estate ever told me that real estate investing requires a lot of paperwork, preparing paperwork and keeping track of. Example, gathering requirements to prepare the lease agreement and have it executed, preparing the list of inventories of the property. All the furnishings are listed down, and the conditions of the property is well documented before the tenant moves in, and make sure the tenant signs those list of furnishings and condition of the property. Also tracking income, expense, insurance, and taxes to pay. So all those things that needs to be organized can take a good amount of time from the investor. You also must keep accurate bookkeeping, especially if you're the type of person who like to do things by the book. You need to log the receipts, file them, contractors must be paid, expenses must be recorded. In short, there's really no way around it. You should run it like a business if you want your rental business to be successful. And lastly, you can lose your investment. So like any investment, there's two ways that it can go. You can either gain or lose. It's even possible to totally lose your investment. Not all rental property owners are successful. Actually, a lot of mom and pop landlords loses money because they're not running it like a successful business should be. However, there's a lot of ways to decrease your risk and increase your chances of success. One of them is by subscribing and watching my videos, and also reading books and following your favorite experts, real estate experts. So, reading and gaining more knowledge will decrease your risk and increase your chances of success. There are likely other downsides to rental properties that I didn't mention in this video, but you'll hear about them as you spend more time around with landlords. Keep positive. There's no problems that are insurmountable. In fact, running a rental property business is easier by far compared to running other types of business. By having the right education, network, and systems in place, I'm sure you'll be fine. Well, that's it. I hope you like it. If not, cool. But if you do, even better. So give me a thumbs up, share my videos, and this is Realtor Randall again. Thank you for watching, and God bless. Goodbye.